Hello everybody, back again, that bearded gamer. So we're going to start with the first game of the season and some new transfers. I had to sell in order to get players in, and I sold some of the Deadwood players, I would say, per se, but I'll run through that in a moment. From there, now the club vision, they still want us to finish mid-table, reach the latter stages of the club, work towards repairing the financial damage. As you can see, we're massively in debt. They upgraded the wage budget a little bit, added the whole lowering the rewards for the team if they do something well there, so I might have a little bit more leeway than that, to be honest. Yeah, but as far as everything in there, so we've got £588 wage budget left. From there, if I did want to get anybody in, I might possibly sign some loans, I don't know from there, but I'll show you who I have signed. I've pretty much maxed out the squad for now. I've pretty much got everybody signed down to full contracts. If I go on contracts here, everyone's on a full contract, bar a few other players maybe. Bar this guy down here who I accidentally signed on an amateur contract from there, which is a decent right back, but I'll run through that in a moment. So we'll start off with the transfers in this episode. Oh yeah, Levi wants to leave now because I scripted him with the captaincy. So he's apparently asking to leave now because of that, but then nobody wanted in. And Bogdan's someone else, I stripped him of the captaincy because I made him the new captain and I changed it back around again, and now he's kicking up a fuss. So yeah, so I've got a few players who are unhappy, which isn't a great start to the season, but we'll see what happens with them. They might sort themselves out in a period of time. So I may have to sell Levi at some point by making that mistake. And then we'll go into the transfers now. So that was the right back who was brought in, Jagars Novikovs. He was from Order's team last season. He played in a B team, but I needed backup at right back, to be perfectly honest. Dimitris Levinsky, backup centre back, just for a bit of depth. He was at Albert's last season. They did buy him from BFC, possibly, or Liapelsia maybe. He's not been great, but he is a backup, so I'm not really too fussed about that. And then Marcus Krugelars, he's a backup striker from there, and he was from Liapelsia. And then we have brought Zorri back on loan because, as you can see over here, we did sell him to Wafa SC, who are in the Ghanaian League. So I have sold him. We sold Malash now to Karpaty in the Ukrainian First League, and we did sell Nathan Dolafonso just because he was getting old. He started becoming injury prone. His contract was running up, and he's gone to Bournemouth in League 2. So that's a few players, and we have sold a couple of more players. We did sell Abiomi Wilson in the end. He's gone to Spartaks in our league. And Mahubi, we did try and sell him. He didn't want to sign a new contract. He doesn't want to sign a new contract at the end of the season. So I tried to sell him. He wouldn't go. And then this and the Zhidvardik came in with a loan offer. So he's gone on loan to them, and he's not going to get a contract re-signed at the end of the season. So he's going to be going. I think I've already sold you. No, I didn't. We signed Norman's Alderkritz, who was the guy who was on loan from us last season, who was okay. Played 12 games. He's coming as kind of first team backup player from there. He's from Liapelsia. We already know about Prince Anorasa. We went through him in the last episode. We signed in Nikita Kabashevs. I think that was one of my youth team who signed him, and he's in the second team. And then we signed Arnie Carl Gunnarsson on loan from Falkia, who are in the Icelandic First Division. And he does look very good. He's probably going to be our first team right back. And then we've got Ismail Diamonde on loan from RFS, who are the best team in the league. He looks very good. He looks like he's going to be a utility player, and he can play centre mid, attacker mid, and striker, so he can play across that front line. We brought in Artaz Gorodonics at centre-back, 2.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. He looks very, very good. And then this guy, Ben Bruce, he just popped up on my scouting from the non-leagues of England, and I thought, seeing this player, took a punt on him, took a chance on him. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, can play centre mid, attacker mid. I'm actually playing him to play striker because if you look at his, I don't know how you'd be able to look at his stats to stats, no, form. Where's this triangle at? If you looked at his stats to play as an advanced forward, he actually had very okay stats for it, and he's 18 and he can improve. So I brought another Englishman in with me to keep me company over in Latvia in Ben Bruce, and he's an 18-year-old. And a plus side of that as well is if he does become any decent and does do well, I probably can cash in on him to a bigger club in the future. And as you can see, he was banging goals in and playing very, very well for Romulus, but they are in like the Midland Premier in the English League, which is basically non-league in English football. So he might be very good. He's probably very good at our level. We'll see how he does, and he is playing in today's game. So that's pretty much all the transfers on there. A few dynamics that's going on wrong. We are massively in debt. There's a few people in there. This is our best young player, I would say, but I've put him up for loan. He is registered for the first team, so I can put him to the first team if I want to, but I am inundated with centre midfields. Like, massively. Let's just suggest for everything. Get that sorted. As you can see, I've got a lot of good centre midfielders and a lot of good midfielders who are coming through as well. Obviously, Levi's asking to leave. Left wingers, I'm okay on. Pasnevs, Agunji. I have signed this guy on a permanent contract because he did play very well for us at the back end of last season. And he's a good backup and he can improve as well. So, 3.5-star potential. And he is wanted for loan. And then I've got a few good strikers. Galash is obviously a beast. Diamande can play up front as well. Gunji can play there. Ostapienko is a good backup. Krugelas isn't great there, but he can play there, so he's a good backup there for that reason. I have tried to sign multiple players up front, but no one seems to be wanting to come to me. But I have got that £588 leeway. Goalkeeper-wise, we probably are looking a bit bleak, but we have got two good youngsters, and Klaas Louver is constantly improving. He's only 20 years old. Left back may become a problem. I'm still trying to look for a decent left back or a backup left back or anybody at left back. So that's something that I am still constantly looking on, and I still will try and get a left back in if it's on loan, if it's on a free agent. But I've been trying to look through everything and no one wants to sign for me. That's the only problem with this league, probably because our reputation's not great and we finished mid-table from there. That's probably how it is, really. What I was going to do quickly, see what our season preview is. Yeah, around about 6 again, so we're not doing too bad. Our best player, I think, is still Galash. Oh no, Ben Bruce and Galash. They're about halfway down. Nobody's in the team 11 yet. From there, it is a lot of Riga, Alder, RFS, Valmera, RFS, Riga, RFS, Riga, which Riga, RFS and Alder are finishing top 3 majority of seasons. If you look at last season, when we went back to last season, Alder, RFS, Riga, top 3, RFS, Alder, Riga. As you can see, we did make a massive improvement. So 8th first season that we were in charge, and we got 29 points. This season, we finished 6th with 45 points, so we have made a massive improvement. I do feel like I have strengthened the squad this year with the signings that I have made, but we will see how we go in the first game, which we will be playing live Pelger, which I do not think we have won a game against them at all. As you can see here, previous meetings, we've won 1 game. And that was in a friendly. That was in the friendly up here. If you look in the friendly up here, that was in a friendly. So we won't get 1 game and it's in a friendly. The pre-season went very well. I arranged my own pre-season because the assistant managers was... I put the assistant manager in charge of that, and we didn't have any pre-season games. So just to play, as you can see, I put a load of games in a short period of time just to get the team gelling, and with the new players to incorporate them in as well. and then we start from there. But obviously you can see the season in Latvia starts in March, which is quite difficult because you get the release players from Latvia in the end of November, beginning of December. So that's where I've signed probably most of my players from. And then I've signed a few obscure players, but then you get people getting released from different points. So like the South American leagues release players, I think possibly in the middle of the year, so you can look into some free agents there. That's how I got the attacker midfielder. And then obviously a lot of European leagues don't have their contracts run up till July time from there. But we'll get to the first game, and then we will show you the first game, see how we do in the first game of the season, and then I will see you guys in a moment just to run through the team that we're playing in the first game of the season. Thank you. Okay then, so this will be the first game and the first team for the first game. So it's going to be Louver in net, who was really good last season, is constantly improving. Kirkos at left back, Aldricus and Janssens at centre back, Gunnarsson at right back, Samuelovs and Diamande in the centre of midfield, new boy Bruce in the attacking midfield, Paznes and Levi on the wings, and Galash up front. And then we got a decent enough bench, and Zore is back on loan to us because there was a loan back, and I thought, why not get an extra centre back in? He did play okay for us last season, wasn't the greatest, but he's not played great the last 2 years that he's been with us. He slowly improved, to be fair, but he's 20 years old now, and I reckon I could do better than him in the future. And Janssens has started coming through as well, who is a monster, and he's 17 years old and 5-star potential, and he's just playing really, really good. A lot of the time I think he's improved season in, season out. Yeah, 6.57, 6.68, so he is improving slowly but surely. So it's just going to be a factor of trying to improve the team, and then just people hopefully slowly developing into better players. As you can see from there, a lot of people probably played pretty decent in the pre-season. So we'll get back into the first game. I'll be back with you guys in a moment when the match is started. I'll see you in a second. Here we go. See how we do. Corner straight off the bat. Keeper there, keeper saved it. Come on, lads. Boots it up. We've got it. Go on, Janssens, lad. Luave. Meridikins, Janssens, fires it up. Unlucky. Great block. I'm not expecting to win today, to be perfectly honest. Because these are one of the better teams in the league. I think that was offside. Oh yeah. No goal for you, Liepage. Sorry. Do apologise. Come on, lads. Nothing seems to be happening at the minute. Okay. They're on the attack again. He looks dangerous, that Nordayanus. What a save. They all missed. That was an incredible save by Louver. I did have the opportunity to sign the first team goalkeeper for Alder last season. Then they got rid of him for some reason. I have no idea why. He played 42 games for them and seemed like to be the first team goalkeeper, and he was 28 years old. But they've got rid of him. So, I don't know why that is, but Bruce, some Aliovs, Paznevs, Diamande, Galash, some Aliovs, Levi, no. Diamande's still on the floor. Simonovs. Is he badly injured? Because I really hope he isn't. When they scored a goal, I really hope that Diamande's not badly injured, because he's one of our best centre midfielders and I've got him on loan. That was unlucky, that. Ignore that. We've not played badly though. We've been getting battered by Leopasha. We still might yet. But then he looks dangerous, that Dior and other player for them, that Nordanus. They did look dangerous in the game. But it's only 1-0. It's only 1-0 for the time being. It's a first hard game, very hard game, first hard game of the season. But it seems to be happening that a lot in this save anyway. They seem to be getting beat by the bigger teams in the top 4, and then every other team seemed to either be drawing against and beating. That was unlucky. We blocked that, but then it still went in. He's not having a great game, really, is he? Got slide tackled and injured, and he tried to block one there, and then how did that? Oh, he just blocked the air. It's half time. I'm not gonna make any changes as of yet, because I'm still sticking with this formation. We played well with it last season. We got to mid-table, and we played very, very well. Just going to be a factor of the team gelling. Gallas just missed a sitter there, which is quite shocking for him. I think we've been pretty even in the game. Gunnarsson, no, tackled. He's been good for them as well, that Coyadio. He seems to be creating everything. That's 3. Yeah, they're just a better team than us. It's very, very difficult. It's going to be very difficult, I think, to build a decent team, because we're so much in debt. And I only got given like a very minimal wage rise. Levi scored. Go on, lad. Good goal. Should I go? Do you know what? Let's go attacking. We've got nothing to lose. Let's try and encourage the lads. Diamonde's had a shocking game. I'm going to make some subs now. Diamonde's not been great. Volkov's can come on. Bruce hasn't been great in his debut. Let's put Gustavo Silva on. And Gallas hasn't been great today, really. Let's put Gunji on. Gunji's played well last season. And I'm going to take Salmalovs off just because he's on a yellow card. And let's put Prince Anor Asare on. What a name he's got. We've got Koshkos and Prince Anor Asare. Let's just mix it up. Put a few new players on. See how they play. It's going to be a bit of time of gelling, I think, anyway, because I've basically signed quite a few new players, to be fair. I was unlucky. Good play by me, though. I think Gunnarsson's had an okay game, but not the greatest. Pasnevs, Gustavo Silva, Pasnevs, still Pasnevs, beautiful cross. Levi's at that back post, fire it back in. Oh, it's gone in anyway. Gunji with his first goal. Go ahead, lad. Could we bring it back, possibly? Could we bring it back? Made 4 subs already. I think the last sub I probably will make is probably take one of the yellow carded players off, because everyone seems to have got booked today for some reason, so we must have had a very harsh ref. I'm still staying on attacking because I still want to try and get back into this game. I don't want to drop it back to positive from there, because we seem to be been playing well. I bet they're going to score a 4th now just to put insult to injury, aren't they? We've not played badly though. After making some subs, we come back into the game, which is good. There we go. Gunnarsson, Volkovs, Silva, Asare, Udrikis, Volkovs, Levi. Oh, Silva. I'm going back to positive now, so we've gone back to 3-3. What a freaking comeback. What an episode for the first episode of this new season. Seeing so Levi wants to bloody leave. He's scored a goal and got an assist in this game, so is he just trying to get himself on a shot window? You know. Must be his good genes, mustn't it? Drumbergs. Oh, Kirkos cleared it. Gonna make one more sub, and I think I'm gonna take Gunnarsson off just because he's on a yellow. He's on a 6.2, and I put Gordon Walker on. That's the Scottish right back that we signed on loan and turned permanent in the start of this season. Which isn't too bad, really, to be fair. Janssens is a bit tired, but that's okay. I'll take 3-all in this game. Great comeback. Played very well in the second half. Made some good substitutions. I'll take this. It's a good result for the first game of the season against La Pels. Just seems that we were 3-1 down. Very good. Very good game. So, that's a very good match. Played some good subs there. Gustavo Silva only played bloody 20 minutes and got an 8.0. Go ahead, Gustavo, lad. He's coming into his own, but he has fully learnt Latvian now, so that's good. So we'll say, look at the numbers, done well today, whatever that was. And then I'm going to continue. Gunjien's goal drought, well that's good. Usually I just praise these players within training. So I'll leave you be. He's been a prune at the minute. So we'll have a look into it. Who should we come back for? Should we just run through a lot of games? I don't really want to run through. I want to go through quite a lot of the season because we're just doing monotonous now until we start kind of improving and going up the league. Then there's not much that we can do from there. Cups there. Spartaks are in the league. I reckon come back for round about here. Just plays through about 15 games. Just blitz through it. I reckon come back for RFS and Order. Maybe no, because we played Order quite a few times. We'll come back for just the RFS game. Best team in the league. We'll come back there. It's about halfway through the season. See if we signed any new players from there, because we might have been able to sign a few more players in, or some younger players or youth players for our secondary team from there. And then yeah, I think we'll do that from there, because I don't want to go too far. Come back about midway of the season against the best team in the league, because they won the league the past 2 seasons. See if we can get a result against them. Just rattle through the season, and then I think that might be the case for a period of time, unless something interesting happens from there. We've got to the quarter-final of the Cup twice now, but then we haven't got any further because we played the better teams in the league. Obviously, if we get to the final, we'll come back for that. But I think we'll come back for the RFS game round about the June time, because that's about halfway through the season. We can rattle through some games, see how we do, see how the new players do, see how they embedded in. If anything transfer happens wise, then I can let you guys know in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Very good first result and a good comeback in the first game of the season. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye!